friends, I'm Josie, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So as you all know, it was 2025 and all of the food prices and everything are like skyrocketing, and it's very hard to get good meals that are homemade, good for nutrients and stuff like that without costing an arm and a leg. So I thought I would give you a little video of what we do to try to help us save money throughout the year on groceries. And we have been doing this for quite some time now, and it really does benefit us and help us with our grocery bill monthly. So for 10 people for just dinners, we spend roughly anywhere between $100 to $150 on just dinners. Separate from that, you know, we do breakfasts and lunches, but I don't have a price on that, which it wouldn't be very much either, probably about 50 bucks, just because I don't really calculate that too much, but I am still frugal with those things as well, and we do a lot of home cooking with that. So a lot of breakfast stuff, we already have the stuff here at the house to do it with. So let's get into it, you guys. So the first thing that we do that we have realized that has saved us a ton of money, once we go through this cow that we have up in the freezer, I will let y'all know exactly how much we've saved and all of that. But we paid a little bit over $2,000 for a whole cow. It was tons and tons of meat, and we have two big old freezers in my shed that I will show you, full of meat. They were packed full whenever we first got it, but now we have been eating it, but we still have tons of meat, and we don't even think we've really put too much of a dent in it, which is amazing. And the price comes down to, with where we got ours at, was $5 a pound. So wherever you get yours at, you need to make sure you ask them how much per pound, so that you know that, that number. So like for steaks, let's say you can get one steak that might be like a 2-pound steak at the store between $23 to $30, depending on what cut. But we got ours for like $10 a cut if it was 2 pounds, let's say, because it's $5 a pound. So that saves us tons of money. So if you can afford to set that money aside and pay for that cow up front, all of it, then, or even half, whichever, if you buy bulk meat, then it will save you in the long run. We have not had to buy any type of beef since we have gotten our cow. I think we got it back in January or December or something like that. I can't remember exactly when, but that will save you a ton because it's $5 a pound, you guys. It's amazing. So that's one way. Another thing we do is try to buy like our rice, flour, and sugar all in bulk. So we have these 5-gallon buckets with the Gamma lids on top, and we go to Sam's or Costco, whichever one that we can get to, and buy bulk flour, rice, and sugar. And this lasts us quite some time, a couple of months for one bag. It's better than having to go to the store every week and getting another bag of flour, because when you buy in bulk, you are saving money. Like, you save a little bit each time instead of having to spend more every time you get one bag. You just buy a big bag and it will save you some money over time. So that's what we like doing. It also helps us to be able to make more things homemade in our kitchen. We don't have to continue to, like, oh, I can't make that because I don't have sugar, but we always continuously have these things on hand, so we can always make just about anything, any type of bread, pastry, or anything like that, because these are the basic ingredients that you need for that. And I believe if that's an item that you use on a daily, then you should store it in bulk, just because it's so much more efficient in the kitchen when you are making things, and so much more affordable in the long run. So that's another thing that we like to do. And these things last us quite some time. We have one of rice that we've been having for months, and we eat rice on pretty much a daily basis, which is really good. So that is awesome for us. Another way that we save money, which I've been mentioning it all the time, is making your food from scratch, making homemade items. Don't go for the prepackaged food. Don't go for the prepackaged snacks. For one, they're not really that great for you at all. Not only that, but it's so easy just to be able to make your meals on your own. Making food from scratch can be very easy, and depending on what your recipes are, it can be very, like, not time consuming at all. So I would say try to make as many meals as you can from scratch. You can even give yourself on the weekends a little break or a couple of days a week, a little leniency, but once you start cooking from scratch more, then it will feel more natural to you and you will want to do it, especially after you see the savings in your grocery bill and you know how healthier it is and how your family enjoys it and all of that stuff. It benefits the whole family and of course you as well, because you will get better at it with time. So I would say if you're not cooking from scratch now, then if you see one thing that you normally buy prepackaged, try that and see how you can get that down. Once you get down that, then do something else to help you with that grocery budget and to become a little bit healthier. Now, with me saying to be healthier, I'm not a health nut whatsoever. We don't eat organic all the time. We do buy some stuff here and there that's organic. We have our garden that we normally do organically and things like that, but I'm no health nut. I'm not trying to be the healthiest or nothing by any means. I mean, I do make cookies quite often, so I'm not that kind of person, but I do like to have, you know, some healthier options for my family and for myself, just so that we can have those things in our bellies and more nutrient-based foods. Another thing that you can do to save on your grocery budget in 2025 is to try your best to meal plan. Once you meal plan, your life will be a lot easier. If you can meal plan or meal prep during the weekend, then by the time the week comes, there won't be as much stuff that you need to do to be able to prepare your meals. So those homemade meals, you know, if you try to prep some the day before or on the weekend, then that will save you time, which will make you want to cook those meals from scratch during the week after work or whatever you may do, because it'll already be partially done for you, and that is a benefit for sure, which means that if you are cooking those from scratch items, you know, and meal prepping, then it ends up being better for your budget in the long run. Another thing I would say is to try to go to the store as least amount of times as possible, because the more you go into the store, the more you are likely to buy. I like doing pickup orders whenever I need to go to the grocery store, because if I'm going to the store just, you know, just to go and I don't have a list, or even if I do have a list, let's be honest, I would just still pick up things like, oh, that looks good, let me pick that up. Oh, that looks good, let me get that, and stuff like that. So if you limit the times that you have to go actually inside of the store, that will benefit you so much more. So what I do is I do pickup orders once a week as of right now, but I would like to get into doing it like every 2 weeks, but it's a work in progress. But you do the pickup, you make your list of like your meals, your things, ingredients that you need from the store, everything you need from the store. I go to Walmart pickup orders. I put everything on my list into my cart and I check out. I don't have to be searching. Like if I am on the Walmart pickup order website, I have to search for something that I might want, or something, you know, different that I wasn't on my list. So that's more complicated to me, I'm thinking. So I don't do that. I just get everything that's on my list, check out, go pick it up, and bring it all home, and it is good to go. But it works for me, and that's how I can save so much money on my grocery bill and things like that. Whenever I move, I do plan on meal planning, meal prepping a lot more than what I am now, just because, you know, it would just be for me and my family, so it's not as, you know, time consuming or not as much food, I would say. So I plan on doing that a little bit more, and I have more time because I won't get off work so late and things like that, or have to leave so early. So we will be doing that, and yeah, so I can't wait to bring y'all along with me on that. But I also encourage you to try to do these things to help cut your budget down so that you don't have to spend so much money on your grocery bill, either a month or a week or whatever however many times you're going. Try these things, and I'm sure that your grocery budget will be cut down significantly, and you won't have to worry about those high prices anymore. But once again, you guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like that button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.